Now, here's my daughter. It's been 3 weeks now. She's been throwing up, repeatedly throwing up. She's been attacked by witches at my job. That video on YouTube after my daughter had been suffering from an illness to the point that she couldn't even hold down water. After going back and forth to the hospitals and having no one be able to help us, I finally posted on YouTube to get the attention of others. It got over 20,000 views, and mysteriously my daughter stopped vomiting. It all started when I took a position as an administrator at Benefit Vision, where I reported to Jim Penny, who was the enrollment director. He was heavily involved in sorcery, immediately started attacking me after I interviewed for the position. I went home and had a severe headache, and I was severely drained and weak for over a week. He started attacking me and bewitching me, trying to make me fall in love with him. I started having him come to me in the middle of the night. He would come to me and ask to project in my home and do things. He was making my children ill because he was on an agenda to destroy my life because I was doing the work of God. As you could see, my kids were constantly getting sick, especially my daughter. She was in and out of the hospital. She actually suffered from a concussion while there. One of the children in school had beat her down so badly on the school bus that she suffered from a concussion. I tried to sue the school, but of course no one would take the case. But my daughter was in and out of the hospital. She had all types of problems. Like every other day, we were going to the emergency room or to the hospital for some reason or another. Then suddenly she started having seizures out of nowhere. At 15 years old, she just became having seizures. We were taken to the hospital for the seizures. No one could do anything. She was having seizures multiple times in school. They would call me throughout the day. The nurse would call me and say, she's back. She had multiple seizures throughout the day and there was nothing they can do. So they would call me and I was missing so much work. And I had to take so much time off of work that my job was in jeopardy. I started becoming ill. My son started becoming ill. He actually started having trouble with the law. He started getting into trouble out of nowhere. And the Lord had already shown me that this was this man who was leading his coven to come up against me. They were using all types of tactics, sorcery, and witchcraft because he wanted me to leave. He didn't want me to work there. They didn't want me in the city of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, because as I said before, when I made my Illuminati videos, the Lord was using me to free his people from bondage. Well, back to my children. They were missing so many days of school. We had to have these meetings and they were saying that the kids were in jeopardy, and they actually started to file child services on me. They called CPS and said it was medical neglect. If she could see, I had a caseworker assigned to me, but she looked at the case and I had documentation and proof that, these seizures, I was trying to get her medical attention, but there was nothing I can do, so they had to close the case.